It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 10 Tucson. 54. 954. You must get ready.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
70, Indy. Snap.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 or. Blue draw quarter. Hey! Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, ready. 8, read. Shoot.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Hey, Charlie.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Let it 50, play.
Get the ball.
Hit it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Shoot.
Rock it. Go. Ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Back to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Darren Lee picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Switch.
Hey, Foxtrot.
51's the mic.
2nd and 11. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They're going to look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Right here.
First down, Bengals.
Yep.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
We go. 60 outlaw.
You ain't got nothing. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Topper.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Block now on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Clock will try again on 2nd down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
It's just me and you.
Hey, Zoo. Yo, snap.
On 3rd down, block. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A very solid gain of 27.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 31 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make it 24-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though.
Ready, break. Go, go.
27. Here we go, D. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is taken around the 12. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 89 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again.
And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Mixon with a first down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and 13. On the move to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On the set.
27, Mike 27. Watch twins, watch twins, watch twins.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Second and 15. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, high 7. Go.
15, check my
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Ready, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Down. 18 Gator.
27. Here we go. Slam.
Down.
To throw on third down. Lock. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Watch the run.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
That's just me and you. That's just me and you.
Go out.
Joker.
Smith.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check three.
Let's go.
2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, 77 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
So we got man.
You draw Corker. Get it.
On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. He'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They toss to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up. General West. Head up.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
And it's third down.
Ready, ready.
Watch the run, watch the run. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams, the spark that often wins games.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Topper. Get it.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out.
Squeeze. Hard.
Hey, switch gears. Switch.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And now he's going to use his legs.
Drop deep.
Go.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now it's the backup Finley. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsay, 72 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A second down throw for Finley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And the Bengals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Finley here, 3rd and long. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Finley now. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go again. Pilot, 64, Lee Griffin.
On 2nd down, Finley again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down throw for Finley. He finds his running back, Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. Now Finley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Finley on 2nd and 10. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Here's Finley, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Watch the curl.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
61, match box, light. Watch the screen.
A lot going to throw it here. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On first and 10, Finley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On second and 10, Finley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay there.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now. But the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Draymond Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.